Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizqiy Islami, and in this video, I would like to explain about storytelling as an innovation in teaching grammar. So, there is no denying that there appears to exist a near aversion to grammar, and the researcher proposed the implementation of innovative and creative teaching of grammar in class to counter this. This method includes the use of tasks and activities to inculcate grammar rules and make it acceptable to students. It is undeniable that grammar teaching cannot be put on the back burner as it is an essential component of effective communication. Further, there exists a dilemma on how to teach grammar. This methodology is of importance. To teach or not to teach is not the issue, as it is undeniable that grammar has to be inculcated for effective writing. Much grammar research over the past decades has contracted on determining whether grammar should be taught at all. Researchers have spoken for and against the teaching of grammar, but the crux of the issue is that it has to be taught in some manner or the other. According to at least 2006, grammar has held and continues to hold a central place in language. So why should we use storytelling? Storytelling has accompanied the language development since prehistoric times and continues being used by some cultures where language is not written down. Storytelling may be an advantageous teaching research for language teachers. It is an influential integrative strategy that promotes language learning by enriching learners' vocabulary and acquiring new language structures. Stories help to develop linguistic abilities and assume that people interpret the world from different perspectives. Storytelling as an innovation in teaching grammar. Stories in general are full of simple and complex grammar structures. Savdarian and Gayasi 2013 established that these structures can be learned in an ongoing way without a deep linguistic analysis, since they are frequently repeated inside the story plot. Bandura 1986 concludes that the synthetic patterns of language that are introduced to the students' language repertoire through storytelling permit them to extract synthetic rules from the model utterance embodying these rules, which then enables them to generate an almost infinite variety of new sentences that they have never heard. The comprehensible inputs learners receive help them to acquire grammar incidentally. It means that students do not attend grammar explanation but are able to incorporate the syntax rules from the stories. At the same time, they can apply those rules intuitively in their actual language use. Storytelling can provide more real language practice in primary school. Porras 2010 indicates that stories make the foreign language more interesting, amusing, and memorable. Nevertheless, in this case, it is important to consider that the classes are headed by teachers who are not specialized in language teaching, and students are not habituated to listen to teachers speaking in English. Additionally, storytelling classes can become very demanding since students need extra resources to understand the sequence of actions. Scott and Utterbuck 1990 recommend avoiding spoken words only. Students need enjoyable activities to convey meaning and co-grammar insight. Storytelling classes give more participation opportunities while students are part of the stories and help providing new scenarios, characters, and possible story sense. As a result, learners include the new language elements provided by the stories and learn them. So, stories have an appeal that is pretty universal. For a change, the teacher can go in for the activity called story stick, whereby everyone contributes a line to overall story. This one student starts with the phrase "Once upon a time." The next student goes on to add "There lived a family in Bihar." Each student keeps adding this, and this activity helps in honing listening and narrating skills and generates a lot of fun and interest as well. The teacher can make up note of mistakes that crop up with the shift in tenses and correct it with the help of the chalkboard at the end of the session. So that's all my presentation about my material today. Thank you. If you have any question, you can drop it down at the WhatsApp group. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.